Hey guys, it's Annie, and I have a very special guest here today. Once again, we have Master Sri Akarshana joining us, sharing a very special manifestation success story. You've been known as the Yogi with the Lamborghini, right?
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
So, rumor is you manifested that unintentionally.
Actually, it's an interesting story because when I was a kid, I remember watching a movie. I forget what Lamborghini it was right now, but then it was an orange Lamborghini. That's all I remember. And then there was a very good-looking girl walking out of it in that movie. And I remember when I first seen a Lamborghini, I was like, "Whoa!" I said, "Dad, I want one of those," right? And then Dad said, "Don't be silly. They cost a lot of money, right? We don't have that money." Something like that. What an average upbringing would conditional say. And that's what happened at first. And then somewhere down the line, I mean, and the weird thing, why you say unknowingly, unintentionally, accidentally, is because fast forward many years later, I'm like in my early 20s. I'm doing business. I'm having some success. And then I had already bought myself an Aston Martin. So I watched the 007 and I thought, oh, that's a nice car too. So I bought it. And the reason why I bought the Aston Martin, this is a really interesting thing, is because I bought the Aston Martin is because I felt the Lamborghini was too show off. And I was like, what would people think of me if I actually buy a bright orange Lamborghini? So I was like, no, let's get a dark gray James Bond car and kind of go midway type of thing. That was my thought process because I was, I guess, fearful of judgment at that time. And then what happened was, when I was 24, 25, a friend of mine called Tommy, he gave me a book, The Secret. And I remember when I seen that book, I didn't read it because I don't like reading books. Then a few weeks later, he said, have you read the book, bro? Have you read the book? I said, no, I haven't read the book. He said, read the book. I said, no, I haven't read the book. And then what happened was, I think he was getting frustrated that I wasn't reading the book because he was really excited, like you are when you first find Law of Attraction. You're like, oh my God, it's the most amazing thing in the world. So what happened was he gave me the DVD. No, not DVD. It was probably VCD. I don't know, something old-fashioned, something Flintstone. Anyway, so he gave me the VCD and he said, "Watch it." And I was like, "What is this?" I said, "This is the same logo." I said, "Oh, okay, I'll watch it tonight." I put it in there, and then I seen them doing this thing, and I remember have you actually watched The Secret before?
Yes, I have.
So I got to that point where he sat on the sofa, and then he's doing this thing, and then the elephant pops up, and I'm like,
I know what you're talking about.
And I was like, this is stupid. I said, why on earth would an elephant come through the roof? So I was like, this is stupid. And then so I was like, Tommy asked me the next day, he said, so did you watch it? I said, Tommy, this is stupid. I said, what are you watching? He said, but it's so true, right? I said, what are you talking about? But I didn't really complete it, so I didn't get full understanding. My mind was closed at the time. Then what happened was, I remember it was one of my business teachers, and this is a very interesting story. Why? Is because sometimes it takes a different perspective to convey the same message, and then you kind of like, oh, I respect this person, so I get it. My business coach said to me, okay, what's your goals with your business? So I said, oh, I don't really know. He said, oh, you should create a vision board. So we were forced in a retreat to put a vision board together, which I thought was stupid at the time, but everyone was doing it. I was like, oh, okay, cool. So they gave some magazines. Imagine they gave all these magazines. They said, cut out whatever you want and then put it on these vision boards. So I'm just like, oh, I don't know. Okay, I seen a big house. Okay, cut it out. Seen all these different things. And I seen an orange Lamborghini. I thought, oh, that looks pretty cool. I just cut it out. Didn't think much of it. I just cut it out. I stuck it all on this board, right? So I cut all these different things. I seen Richard Branson, a photo of him. I said, I need to meet him. So I said, okay, cut him out, put it there. So I put this vision board together. Then what happened is we went back to UK, and I totally forgot about it. I never stuck the vision board up. This is the strange thing. So I never even stuck it up. I had found it in the loft, like above the house, and it was just like locked away. And then it probably was just 2-3 years later, I had a yacht. No, 2 years later, I had a yacht. I had a house on the water. I spoke on stage with Richard Branson, like actually just me and him.
Wow.
And I had a bright orange Lamborghini. And then it was interesting because not long, that was during the time when I decided, okay, let's do some social media stuff and things like that. So I was posting those stuff and people said, how did you manifest a Lamborghini and what did you do? So I remember I actually created a video on this because as I was thinking, what did I do to manifest Lamborghini? And then people were like, scripting. I was like, not really. Visual, not really. And then it's a vision board. And I was like, wait there a second. I'm not sure. So I climbed up on top of the roof, and then I went into this box. And then it was all covered in dust. And I started wiping off. I see this bright orange Lamborghini. I see a yacht. I see Richard Branson. I see everything. I'm like,
wow.
This is shocking. It's so crazy. So I think it's like, intentional but unintentional.
Yeah.
It's like the intention was set there so long ago, and obviously we did some practices or meditation or whatever back then, but I even forgot about it.
Yeah.
But this is probably the truest essence of manifestation, where you set it and you forget it, right? And then so that's how I accidentally manifested a Lamborghini.
And like everything else on your vision board.
And everything else, yeah. It was really shocking. I don't even remember there was anything on that vision board that I didn't have or experience. Like,
wow.
It just all came true.
And you didn't grow up with this life of this beauty and luxury.
No, actually my parents came from Hong Kong, and then their parents were all farmers. So when we first grew up, they couldn't even afford to pay the bills and things like that. So yeah, it was like that. But they worked hard. They taught me about hard work. I worked hard. But I guess it's the combination of working hard and the vibration, setting that intention, which was once done. And I totally did detach from outcome because I had no attachment to it at all. You get what I'm saying? I wasn't even thinking about it. And then it came. Yeah.
Wow. So would you say that the energetics, like the energetic work in general, is the key to it all?
I think for the energy workers out there who are like vibrational frequency, I think that those guys maybe focus on how to, if it's to manifest certain materials, focus on how to make money, take action. I think for those who are in the hustle and grind trying to make a bunch of money, but it's not quite happening for them, then consider them metaphysical. So because I feel it's a combination of both, I feel you need to know where you're at energetically. If you're feeling pretty abundant, I think find the strategies, take action, and make money. I think if strategically you're doing all the steps, but you're still not seeing an outcome, then check in with your vibrational frequency. That's what I would say.
Yeah, I love that. That's a good point. Like, I need a little more of the strategy.
But now it should be called the Yogi who sold his Lamborghini.
Yes, you don't have a Lamborghini anymore.
Yeah, why did I? Oh, I sold it now I remember. I sold it for the reason that what you're doing with your life right now.
Yeah.
Like, there was I was happy I loved it. I really did like it. It's a nice car. I didn't like driving it, but I liked looking at it. It was nice there. I like driving my Toyota Prius. That's just comfortable. But it was nice. But I guess it was kind of like, I feel like some old energy needs to be cleared for new things to come. And it's not like it's not like I want to manifest a private jet or anything. There's nothing really there, but I just felt like I needed to clear something for new things to come. So, yeah, I sold it. Wow. Yeah, I sold it. But I think that I do like it though.
Yeah.
It's nice.
And there's nothing wrong with the material things.
This is the thing. I think that personally I had to battle with that for a long time because I was trying to figure out, wait there a second, am I buying it? Is it ego? Am I trying to show off or whatever? But it's like, hey, if you genuinely like something for yourself, then just enjoy it. You get what I'm saying? Don't overthink it. I think too many a time we're too worried about what other people think about us and all the rest of it, you know? So, yeah.
I mean, it can go both ways. It's like, I'm getting this because I want to impress people, or I'm getting rid of this because I don't want people to like feel a certain way about me. But if you're doing it from that center space of, no, I just enjoy it. Like, we're the ones that give things the value. No one's hassling over your Prius.
I would say something though on that point is that like, because I mean, secretly on this channel, like anything's a secret. Keep it within the few hundred thousand views, right? But secretly between us, I am going to get another nice car. The only difference is, though, this time, I am not going to. I'm not going to put it so much in public. Like, it is actually for me, you know? And the reason behind it is not a fear of judgment. Judgment, it doesn't matter. Yeah. People will judge anyway. If you have one, if you don't have one, people say you're broke. If you have one, people say you're showing off. You know what I'm saying? So it doesn't matter, right? So, but for the reason that the next transition on my journey, I'm not sure if you, so let's say, for example, I actually put a Lamborghini in public because I knew the material people are the people who need to be awakened. I know I'll get the click, therefore I need to take you along. Hey, it's not about material. So that's why if you watch any of my Lamborghini videos, inside my Lamborghini, I used to talk about self-love, right? So it's like, it gets the click, bring them in, so at least I can take them along the journey. That was my purpose, I felt at that moment, was to take people into the path of spirituality. Not so much namaste on every video and only relating to the already awakened people, right? Yes. So that's why that material worked in that way, and that was my strategy in doing it. But because we are all evolving also in these levels of consciousness and what we are doing in our purpose, I, alongside what my master has given me, the task is to also evolve with the message. So while we have trained up a lot of people, teaching people about also manifesting things in the physical world, I am going to be taking on new roles of connecting to the higher level of consciousness people to take them on an even higher level of consciousness. So that's why if I wanted to do that, then actually posting anything to do with Lamborghini or anything material, even if it's only for me and I just like the comfort of it or whatever, it will not help take that level of conscious people, because those conscious people will think, wait a second, this dude isn't conscious. You get what I'm saying? So I need to tap into that one now to take them onto the next level. So, so keep it a secret between me, you, and the few 100,000 people who will be watching this video.
But I would also like to challenge these conscious people going, he's not conscious because he has a Lamborghini, and say, that's not very conscious to judge someone based off of the material.
We get very interesting spiritual people these days.
Yeah.
We have a lot, you have a lot of spiritual complainers, and it's like, what do you mean? How does that make sense?
You know what? I think that abundance, well, anything can be engulfed in spirituality, but like I think naturally like abundance is spiritual, because like energy is abundant. Energy is like, look around, like everything's abundant. So why would we say having abundance physically is not?
Yeah. Like they would affirm in their affirmations all day long, I am abundance, I am abundance, I am abundance. But then many of them, when they look around in physical reality, it's not so abundant. And I think there needs to be some alignment with your spiritual self and also your human self as well.
So, advice for the person out there who does desire to create a beautiful life for themselves, but maybe they do have that piece of guilt of like, I really feel like I want to experience like heaven on earth beauty, like limitless possibilities, but there's just this like...
I think to understand that, all of this has to do with fear of judgment. We live in this world where we're always fearful. That's why we've conformed biases in society. Because we're fearful of what other people think. But I think one thing to understand, number one, is to understand that no matter what you do, somebody will judge. Right? I remember when lockdown first happened, I think I told you about this. One photo, we wore a mask. Somebody said, I thought you were conscious. Why are you wearing a mask? And I'm like, oh, sorry, spiritual teachers are not supposed to wear masks, right? So I'm like, oh, I did wrong. And then what happens is, next one, I told the team, I said, don't wear masks when we post the next photo. Didn't wear a mask, and then people say, you are very irresponsible as a spiritual teacher not to wear a mask. And I'm like, what? You get what I'm saying? So you start to realize that actually, no matter what you do, there will always be the other side judging. So it's always going to be the case. The second thing is always understand that whoever is judging, their judging is because of their perception and their understanding of it. It's their pain. It's their problem. It's not your problem. It's their problem. So leave it there with them. You don't need to take that on. It's not your thing, right? The third thing is always understand love starts from self-love. Be nice to yourself. Give yourself everything that you want, whatever you want to experience. You are here in this planet for a very limited amount of time. Live it. Live it to the fullest. Experience all.
Amen to that. Well, is there anything else that you want to leave them with?
Go get it.
Go get it. Go get
That's
it.
all.
And check out Master Sri Akarshana's YouTube channel. You have a ton of content on manifestation, spirituality, literally everything for the entire spectrum. So please go check him out. Like this video if you want us to do more collaborations. Thank you so much for joining me today.
Thank you.
Go check out the video that we did on his channel, and I'll see you soon with a new video.
Namaste.
Bye, guys.